All right, we are live. Hello and welcome to Politics, Prose, and Pop Culture. We're back. Hello,
I
Victoria Christopher Murray.
Hello. I know we're back, and you know what's so interesting about this, Rashonda? We needed to be back a long time ago because there's a lot of stuff going on, isn't there?
There really is. And we have got to just kind of educate the public. That's what we love to do on this show. We talk prose, we talk pop culture, but one of the things that we love most is just educating the public on all things politics because that really matters the most. So,
That matters the most. It's going to change. Our lives are going to change in the next couple of years, so we need to be on the lookout
and
on
so
what's
one
going
of the
to.
things we wanted to talk about is a very important election that's coming up. And I'm in Texas, Victoria. Why should I care about what's going on in California?
Yeah, and you know it's so interesting because there's a lot of things going on right now. There's the voting rights battle, especially in Texas, that's going on. There's the ending of the 20-year war officially today in Afghanistan, and that's something we're going to need to talk about because I'm getting inboxes from people saying, "How's Biden doing? Did he do the right thing?" and everything. But where our focus needs to be over the next 2 weeks, and I'm really annoyed with us for not doing this before then, because I just pray it's not too late, is the September 14th election in California.
And again, why should anybody but Californians care?
That's right. And it's a special election where, and I want people to know what it is, it's a special election where the governor of California is being recalled. If anyone wants to remember what that means, in 2003, the governor of California, Gray Davis, was recalled and Arnold Schwarzenegger became the governor. So then it was, there wasn't a lot of things at risk. We could have it. We can have a TV actor or a movie actor get on. We know where that leads to now. But here, for the first time, this makes a major difference because everything is national now. And there are a couple of California people who are up in age. Dianne Feinstein is 87 years old. I cannot believe that because I voted for her in her first election. And anything can happen to her. And if a Republican governor, if a Republican replaces Gavin Newsom, who's done a really good job, if a Republican replaces him, then that Republican would replace Dianne Feinstein, a Democratic senator. They would replace that senator with a Republican, and then Mitch McConnell would once again be in charge of the Senate. If Mitch McConnell gets to be in charge of the Senate, there's a Supreme Court justice right now who's considering whether or not he should retire. If he retires and Mitch McConnell has the Senate, he will do what he did to President Obama. And we will once again not get to place a Supreme Court justice and just all these other things that would happen if we put the Senate back into Mitch McConnell's hands. So the election in California affects all of us.
And that's what I think people don't understand. Again, this is a great instance of they play chess and we play checkers because they strategically do this. I think one of the problems that I see right now is people are like, "Oh, Larry Elder can't win. A Republican will never win."
Yeah,
He's
okay, but that's because people don't understand how that works. So let me tell you how it works. And this is what it almost works like the Electoral College, where it isn't the majority of the people. So when you have a recall election, and 19 different states have them, when you have a recall election, there's two questions that are on the ballot. The first question is, should the governor be recalled? The second question is, if he should be recalled, who should replace him? So let's say 49%. Okay, we could do what happened in the last election. 48% of the people said that the governor should not be recalled. And then the next, if it should not be recalled, but it's not 50%. It's
Right. He
not a
has to get
majority.
50%. And what
Has
happens if he doesn't get the 50%?
So if he doesn't get to 50%, let's say he gets to 49.9%, that means that 51% of the people wanted him recalled. So they go to the person who has the next highest number. And so that could be Larry Elder, who would probably win with about 23, 24, 25%. So that means that Gavin Newsom would have gotten 49.9%, but Larry Elder with 25% would win. So when people say he can't win, they're thinking that he's never going to get 50% or he's never going to get 40%. He doesn't have to. He just has to be ahead of all of the other crazy people who are running for to be the governor of California right now. And it truly, truly, truly is a bunch of clowns.
And so I don't know if people know Larry Elder is. He is a conservative Trump person who is a firebrand. Tell us more about Larry.
Yeah, he's a conservative radio host in California. What scares me is that he's Black, and I hope that doesn't fool people because he really supports white supremacy ideals. He reminds me of Clarence Thomas as a person who sometimes I wonder when they look in the mirror, what do they see? A couple of things about Larry Elder. He believes the minimum wage should be zero. Can you believe that? He believes he is going to turn California into Florida and Texas when it comes to COVID. So kids go to school, no masks. If you die, no mandate. Don't have to get a vaccine. He's going to sue everything. He's going to become Ron DeSantis and Abbott.
So, and what can Californians do?
Well, the Californians, they should have been voting all along, and that's why I feel so bad that I haven't been, because early voting has been going on. People have mailed in their ballots. Californians, every single Democrat has to get out. They're saying what you're saying, Rashonda. Oh, Larry Elder can't win, not realizing that they need to get 50%. I think Californian Democrats outnumber the Republicans by at least a third. There are so many more registered Democrats. But Democrats tend to get kind of lazy and laid back during these special elections, thinking that has nothing to do with them because the only election they think is important is the presidential one, and it is not. Because people are now talking about what Joe Biden's doing and what he should be doing. He can't do anything. It comes to the Senate and the House of Representatives. And so we need these Democratic governors in place if they ever have to replace anybody. So everyone in California, we should win this. This shouldn't even be close. But there's so much Democratic apathy. And I think one of the reasons that Democrats get so apathetic is we start saying, oh, every election can't be important. Every election is important because we're moving closer and closer and closer to an autocracy. And if we don't get on our P's and Q's right now, if the Republicans get the House of Representatives, we will see a Trump dynasty being put in because he won't have to win the election. The Republicans, the House will take it away from us.
Yeah, and Larry Elder, when I look at the fact that he doesn't believe in women rights, he doesn't believe in any type of affirmative action type rights, we have to get rid of that mindset of, oh, he's too crazy, he's too extreme, he won't win. That's exactly what happened in the case of Donald Trump.
Yeah, but at least with Donald Trump, at least he had, we had to go through the electoral college and we knew how that worked. This, I don't think any of the voters realize that Gavin Newsom could get 49.9%. Larry Elder could get 17%. If he's the highest of that group, he will be the new governor of the United States. He will be the new governor of California. You can tell I used to live in California because I'm like the United States. And he will affect all of our lives. So that's what people in California can do. But Rashonda, I think people who don't live in California can get active too. This is a national race. It affects our lives. And so everybody needs to be engaged. Inbox every California person that you know, even if you don't know them. If they're a Facebook friend, inbox them and just say, just wanted to make sure that you're going to vote, or that you voted, or you're going to vote in the upcoming special election, September 14th. The Democrats really need you. That's all you need to say. And if they have any questions, you tell them to come find us, and we'll answer the
I was going to say. Just shoot us an email. I don't know what to say. We'll craft it for you and send it out. That's how important this is.
Yeah, and in fact, maybe that's something we should post tomorrow. So the first thing is everybody reach out to all your relatives, all your friends, all of your enemies, because the enemies of my enemy is my friend in this situation in California. What some people are going to see from me over the next 2 weeks is a constant posting. You're going to get sick of it, but everybody's not on social media at the same time. And if I get one more person to vote, it's that important to me. How many of you, and we complain about Mitch McConnell all the time. People are like, I don't know why he's in there. He's in there because people voted for him.
Yeah.
And people are not like us. And so people who voted for him have more heart and more belief in the elections than we do.
Mm-hmm.
And so now we have to understand, like you just said, Rashonda, they are playing chess, because they know that even though this is a race in California, how it could affect it nationally.
Right. Well, we have a question from Michelle Ellison. She said, I heard someone on the Joe Madison Sirius XM radio show say wording, language on the recall ballot was tricky and confusing. Speak to that, Victoria.
I don't know if it's tricky and confusing. There's two questions. So that's what makes it kind of weird, because they say the first question is, should the governor be recalled? So that's clear. The tricky part comes in, if the governor should be recalled, who should the next governor be? So people might say no, but then go ahead and vote for somebody else, not understanding that. It doesn't matter what's on the ballot now. Let's explain it for people. Let's explain it to people. Just vote no. No, he should not be recalled. Because once we get 50% of that, 51% of that, it's done. So just tell everyone to vote no.
And I think that's the thing. It's the ballot. If you think it's confusing, just say no.
Just say no.
Californian, just say no.
Say no. And we can complain about the wording, but it's too late. We now have to just get out there and do the dang thing.
All right. Okay.
So our time is up?
Yes,
okay, so
our time is up, and we are hoping, again, we will continue to post on our social media pages in hopes that you will help spread the word. You know what we need to do, just a graphic, just say no on the California ballot.
Okay, that's what we'll do, and then people can share it. So we'll post that tomorrow.
All right. Well, again, thank you so much for tuning in to Politics, Prose, and Pop Culture. I'm Rashonda Tate Billingsley.
And I'm Victoria Christopher Murray. Have a great week.
We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.